My 24 male wife, 23 male, told me my face was a turnoff.
Yeah, that
That's
sucks.
bad.
Yeah.
Last night, my wife and I were getting intimate. Everything was going great. Then all of a sudden, she just was checked out, just laying there. So I asked her what was wrong, which she replied, nothing. I kept asking her until she finally reluctantly said, I'm sorry, but I can't with light on because your face is really turning me off right now. So there we were, laying in an awkward silence for a minute, which was broken by my wife saying, "Can you turn the lights off so we can continue?" But at this time, I was no longer in the mood. We've been together for 6 years now, married for 3, and I've put on some weight, and my face has gotten more fuller,
Oh.
and I get where she's coming from because I no longer look like the man she fell in love with, but it still hurt.
Oof.
Jeez, this is bad.
Dude, yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to lie. I mean, it's a funny story, but and you put it on the internet. So there's my defense. So what's the question here? Like, I don't. This is.
I think it's just more of what's your
He's just
thoughts
letting.
on this? Yeah.
Yeah, he's just letting it
I
out. I
think
guess.
okay. If we were to flip the roles, this would have been different, in my opinion. I think uh people would be upset saying, "Oh, you don't need to tell a woman that. You know, she knows it."
But dude, both ways is bad.
Yeah, both
I
ways.
mean, that is that is extremely hurtful.
The berry, right?
Um, man.
At the same time, can you fight biology? Right?
Okay, so he's saying, we've been together for 6 years now, married for 3, and have put on some weight, and my face had gotten more fuller, and I get where she's coming from, because I no longer look like the man she fell in love with, but it's so hard. Okay, yeah, okay, but here's the thing, though. When you marry someone, like, yeah, I agree that there needs to be some physical attraction to the person
Mm-hmm.
that you're married to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, like you can't fight biology. I mean, as we all grow older, I feel like the majority of people will gain weight after they get married. I think that's just,
What was the
I feel
term?
like
You Ben Affleck?
you've been halfway. Is that the term? That is the
Yeah.
term. I feel
My
like
term,
that's,
by the way. So copyrighted.
oh yeah,
2023.
trademark. Um, I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that pretty common knowledge to know that when you get married, you tend to gain weight? I mean, you get comfortable. You don't have to like. You stay at home more. You usually
Yeah.
like you take a job that maybe not as physically active. Our metabolism slows down. Like I don't know. I mean, my wife and I gain weight, but
No,
we're
I
working
think
on it though.
there is a statistic out there that says when you get married, or I think it was like probably just an anecdote that when the husband gains weight, or I guess the spouse gains weight in marriage, that's a sign that they're happy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I probably butchered that, but I could see why. Maybe you're comfortable with being married. You no longer have to show off, or you don't have to peacock, so you just relax knowing that you're, comfortable.
Yeah, you know what? I think at this point it really just becomes like it's up to you to decide, okay, like am I gonna work and getting myself in shape for a little bit longer? Or
Yeah.
maybe this is your wake up call to like want to get in shape. But that's not to say that what she said was not wrong.
Yeah,
I think
that's I don't
I
know.
think I think her comment was just wrong, and there's no saving from that. And I think that's really hard because you've been together for so long, and for her to say it like that when you're like, about to um you know that song?
No, I don't. Can you
What? You
demonstrate it?
remember that? You remember that post?
Oh,
that post about the
That's
person
funny.
that's like, he has his song for the rhythm.
Yeah. That was so great.
We should leave a link for that at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard that song, you should go here. It's amazing. Anyway, to say that when you're trying to, get it on, it's so rude and it's so wrong.
Yeah.
And I feel for this guy.
I mean, you don't need to say it, right?
Yeah, you don't need to say it.
Like, how is that constructive? Right? Why would you say that to your spouse?
Yeah. I mean, okay, and let's look at it from her perspective. Okay, so you're trying to get it on, and you're like, oh man, it's not that attractive, and I want to turn off the lights. You don't have to say, yo, man, your face is turning me off. Turn off the lights. You could literally be like, you could just be like, hey, babe, can we just like turn off the light? It might be a little, more, add a little
moody.
Yeah, like there's so many other ways that you can phrase this.
Yeah,
and like,
let's try something new. Let's try it with the lights off. At the same time, I wonder if she's been thinking about this for the longest time. I wonder if this might have been like a final straw, and she was just tired of it. Maybe she had been giving him mints for this whole time, and he hadn't taken it into account. Like, we don't know her side of the story.
That's very true.
That doesn't excuse her from making that comment.
Indeed. But you know what? That's what happens when you don't communicate.
Yeah.
Seriously, communication is key. And I know that everybody says it all the time, and it's so cliche, but communication is key. And if she had been trying to hint at him for a long time, and this was like a final straw, men don't pick up hints. Don't you know this?
Yeah.
You need to be blunt with men. You need to just tell us what you want.
Oh, you know what? It's interesting even. What if she never said anything about weight? What if he makes a face? What if he makes a face? You know what I mean?
And he just takes it as like, oh yeah, I guess I gained a little bit of weight. Meanwhile, everything she sees is just like...
It's like a angry face. Oh yeah, we don't know. That could be it. Your face is really turning me off right now.
Ah man, that makes it even
There's
worse.
no context. It needs to be more detail.
Well, just because of the comment, I'm gonna say that she's the a-hole in this situation. We're not an a-hole. We're not in that sub right now, but she's still the a-hole.
Multiverse. Okay.
Yeah.
Cross subbing.
We're doing a little bit of crossover here, but man, I advise communicate better.
Yeah, that's
talk about it. Have like a good conversation, and see what you can do to make it better. I mean, I don't think this is grounds for divorce or anything like that. Not at all. But maybe some. I mean, depending on what you guys talk about, maybe get some counseling.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we look at some of the
one of the
answers
comments?
real quick?
Yeah, some of the context here is that I guess one person did some research based on their past comments. They figured out that the poster was 25 and she's 21.
Oh.
So that could be an important
Wait, what is this?
detail. 21. Oh man. That's a scary thing about marrying at a young age.
Yeah.
Is that maybe you don't know what you want, or you're still kind of figuring that out, right? And so then you get married at a young age, and then you realize, okay, this is what I want. Or you realize, oh my gosh, I haven't been with anybody else. And then you start wondering and all that stuff.
If they're really that young, that's very true. Yeah, this comment right here, this is one of the harshest, most rude things I've heard. You don't have to understand why she said. You have to be pissed off as heck from when, where, how, why she said it. Race hell. She wants the lights off so she can imagine someone else.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Oof.
That's just rough.
Well, that's a bit of a bummer.
Downer, yeah. You're around my age and I am also married. I feel I can give some good input here. Your wife is a scumbag. Yeah. Okay.